where do they draw the line? Because if you're going to complain about media intrusion, you've intruded into your own life so much. Where do you draw the line?
Yep.
And I think that's what I really struggle with. I feel like these are people that, especially with regard to Harry, they are troubled. They are genuinely troubled.
The couple say they were involved in a, quote, near catastrophic, close quotes, 2-hour car chase at the hands of paparazzi in Manhattan from 10 o'clock to midnight. Sources close to them say they were followed by half a dozen blacked out vehicles which mounted pavements and skipped red lights. Tonight, the Times reports that Harry told friends it's the closest he's ever felt to understanding what happened to his mother, Princess Diana. A couple for the spokesman for the couple said last night the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Miss Ragland were involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This relentless pursuit lasting 2 hours resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians and 2 NYPD officers. While being a public figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. But by contrast, the New York Police Department's statement was, well, it was singularly less dramatic. On Wednesday evening, they said, May 16th, the NYPD assisted a private security team protecting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There were numerous photographers that made their transport challenging. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at their destination and there were no reported collisions, summonses, injuries or arrests in that regard. And then the taxi driver, who at one stage transported the couple for about 10 minutes, has now told the Washington Post he wouldn't call the incident a chase and said he felt safe during the ride. Recollections, as the late Queen once said, appear to be varying.
I think that's all, exaggerated and stuff like that, so don't read too much into that. New York City is the safest place to be, right? And there's police stations, there's cops on every corner, so there's no need to be afraid in New York.
I think all of us, I don't think there's many of us who don't recall how his mom died, and it would be horrific to lose an innocent bystander during a chase like this and something to have happened to them as well. So I think we have to be extremely responsible. I thought that was a bit reckless and irresponsible.
Their statement is untrue. and they say near catastrophic.
But
actually,
I feel
there was
bad.
no collision with anybody. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
It's not a catastrophe. It's not a near catastrophe. What it is them being pursued by paparazzi. People may have a view watching this about paparazzi should never do that. I think the paparazzi are part of the oxygen of celebrity. And if you court the media as aggressively and as thirstily as these two have done, you are going to get a lot of paparazzi attention.
Well, I mean, I felt bad because initially my immediate reaction was sadness, obviously, but also doubt, because the 2-hour car chase in Manhattan didn't.
Well, it's not true, and that's in their statement. So you know half of that immediately is not true.
At the same time, where do they draw the line? Because if you're going to complain about media intrusion, you've intruded into your own life so much. Where do you draw the line?
Yep.
And I think that's what I really struggle with. I feel like these are people that, especially with regard to Harry, they are troubled. They are genuinely troubled.
I think that's right. And I think, here's the thing with them, that they constantly suing. Obviously, I'm involved in a case at the moment with the Mirror, which I can't talk about until it's over, so I won't talk about it. But there are lots of battles. There's like 6 lawsuits on at the moment with Harry suing all the media, right? And it seems to me that they just occasionally, they do a book invading their privacy over 400 pages. They do a Netflix series, and then in between, they're raging about media intrusion.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure the public are wearing that anymore.